This is what we call the seek and destroy algo. It is driven by zero DTE flows that have been massive every single day this week. Today is September 4th, and it has been size over the last several months. So before I get into that, let me show you how big the zero DTE flows are. This is zero DTE daily volume, and as you can see, on August 4th, about a month ago, we were 69%. Here on August 20th, we were 66%, and every single day over this last recent week, we have been above 60%, and yesterday we hit all-time highs of 69.91%. Now, why does that matter? Because the zero DTE comes in and they drive the market higher every single day, and we chronicle this in our founder's note. In fact, if you look at our founder's note from last night, which you will see is what the heck, this is an algo gone wild. For the last 20 minutes of the day, every millisecond, someone was buying a one lot of zero DTE calls, and this added up to be the largest zero DTE volume that we've seen ever. What about on the second, when the market started to crash, and then at 63.50, what happens? You get $5 billion notional of zero DTE calls being bought, and up goes the market. Okay, so that was Tuesday. We showed you the largest volume ever yesterday. So what does any of this have to do with today? Number one, every single day we look at the levels. There is a zero DTE condor that is in the market almost every single day. We talked about that here in our morning founders note, 64.75. Now this is before there was some data out this morning, and there was also ISM at 10 o'clock. So the way that this works, this is Trace. Trace shows you, it updates every 10 minutes. Trace shows you where the big zero DTE positions are. So as you can see here, this is where the S&P is at 9:30. There is one big condor leg right here, 64.75. And then there is a big condor leg down here at 64.15. Which way will the market go? I don't know. But once we clear data and the market starts to show its hand, you get a pretty good idea. Now, the second line I want you to watch is this line right here. This is our hero line. Hero shows you, again, the hedging pressure of every single trade that takes place in real time. In this case, we're watching SPX flows. So what you're going to see is hero will move up, and if that moves up, then you have your target. How do you know if it's a big target? If you hover over, you will see 99th percentile strike. In our view, any strike that's over 99th percentile is a massive strike. It is a massive target. This is what the seek and destroy algo is. Okay, so what happens? We're at 9:30. You can replay every single day in history if you want, about 6 months or to a year. Okay, so you're going to see this. What happens? Up goes the hero flows. This is telling you that the weight of the market pressure is being lifted because people are buying calls and or selling puts. And do we have a target? Yes, we do. We have this giant, massive 64.75 strike. So what happens? We move up. ISM comes out. It doesn't look so good. We get some initial selling. And then what happens? Oh, it's not so bad. We recover, and bam, the algo goes crazy. This is, as you can see here on the left axis, 1 billion, negative 1 billion, all the way up to 2 billion. So you get about $3 billion worth of order flow that pushes the stock higher, the market higher. What happens when the S&P hits this general area? You can see those hero flows go quiet. The algo goes kind of dark. It says, okay, we met our objective. We don't have anything to do at the moment. We kind of waffle around. But now what I want you to do is watch what happens here. This position starts to decay, and it gives up the size or the biggest position on the board to the 64.95. And as I tick this forward, you're going to see exactly what I mean. You see, we're just trending right here at this strike. Nothing else is happening. Nothing else is happening. Now you see these flows. Nothing else is happening. A little bit of selling pressure for no reason. And then watch this. You're going to see it go away right now. Down it goes. Down it goes. Up goes hero flows, right? So we've already picked up about $2 to $3 billion of order flow. This strike is gaining in gamma size as we go up. There it goes. More hero flows. You go, okay, look at this strike. It's now the biggest strike on the board. S&P is only at 64.80 at this moment. Uh-oh, look, they're continuing to buy it. Up we go, up we go, up we go. And it doesn't stop. It does not stop until the objective is complete, and we close right at this 64.95, 6,500 level. Over the total here, you get minus 2 billion all the way up to 8 billion. So that's like a $10 billion worth of primarily zero DTE flow that is just doing this seek and destroy thing. And you go, hey, Brent, how do you know that this was just zero DTE? We look at hero indicator, which just drills into the detail of exactly what's traded. you can see the teal is 0 DTE flow, and that's compared against flow from all expirations in purple. So right here at around noon, you can see it is 8 billion of 9 billion of 0 DTE and 9 billion of all expiration flow. So it's pure 0 DTE. How do you know it's calls? Well, we click on put call, and what do you see here? The orange line is calls from all expirations. The green line is just from 0 DTE. So there's a ton of call buying in 0 DTE, and there's also some longer dated short put flow. There's some 0 DTE short put flow. So this all serves to give you $9 billion worth of deltas. If you measure from the beginning or the bottom of this, you see minus $2 billion. So that's like $11 billion of deltas since roughly 1 o'clock that just does this seek and destroy thing. And I could show you replays from previous days to show you how this works every day. Now you go, how big is 9 billion? Well, this is from the last 30 days on an absolute basis. 10 billion was the highest. So we did 9.1 billion today. So this is the seek and destroy algo. It'll be back in the market tomorrow. You can choose to ignore it if you want or say that this doesn't make sense, but it happens every single day. If you have any more questions, let us know. Just leave a comment or something. We'll get back to you.